What's up, you lovely people? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic today. Let me know. So, what do we have here? Well, Bencho has filed this new document that we managed to see thanks to the DUI guy and the real Laura B, which both have done a video on it in detail. So I suggest if you want to see that, go check them out. But I just love, and I wanted to share with you those two parts and talk about it because I think it's fantastic. So you know that Amber H filed her assignment of error, and we went through it, we read it, to my understanding, of course, to the extent of my understanding. And this is the reply to that, which I found it absolutely clarifying also, which is fantastic. So anyway, this is the introduction, and the first thing he does is, this is a kitchen sink appeal. That's Bencho, okay? I knew you had a rock and roll spirit, but you just dropped it like that immediately, all right? He went in already with the microphone in hand, and before he even started to talk, he went boom on the floor. This is a kitchen sink appeal. Wow. From a professional lawyer just to treat you that way, that means a lot. That means that this guy is like, apart all the niceties, niceries or niceties, whatever you say, it's just like, this is not how it's done, okay? I'm done playing games here. He went full gangster, with appellant purporting to assert no fewer than 16 assignment of error. Appellant Amber Lawyer heard. I love to assert no fewer. I love that little detail. No fewer than 16 assignment of error. As if, just to stress that part of she should have put in another couple maybe. Appellant Amber Lawyer misheard, who is represented by two large and well-regarded law firm. Another jab. Bang, bang. Is seeking to relitigate virtually every major ruling made by two distinguished and highly respected chief judges of the Fairfax County Circuit Court. Absolutely, like jab after jab after jab. Bencho literally became like Channel Tyson in his prime, and it went to war, marching into this document. Absolutely fantastic. Even me that I don't understand, I find this absolutely amusing. The language, but really filled with very accurate jabs to the situation, of really making fun of how ridiculous for professionals, and also probably how ridiculous this from the receiving end point of view, which will be, of course, the appeal judge or whoever is dealing this stuff, of course, it is to see, this type of behavior. And that's why he stresses also, like misheard, it's represented by two large and well-regarded law firm. Like, hey, they should know better, right? they should know better. So, and then, of course, also taking jabs of sort of not respecting the legacy, the authority, the work, or whatever you want to put here in regards of the Honorable Penny S. Asgarate and Bruce D. White, so which are the judge of the court. And it's just fascinating. Over the course of a 3-year litigation and 6-week jury trial, in addition to the oversized brief of 55 pages, then of course continues, again, more jabs in regard of like, wow, they're really trying everything they can. I have to admit, this already very straight to the point kind of beginning, this introduction. Personally, I get a sense, and I might be wrong because again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just reading this, for content and as a supporter of Johnny like you, and for entertainment, of course. But from this type of statements, I get the feeling that somebody that is as professional as Bencho, he knows one thing or two. So to go all out in making fun of them in this elegant way, it must be like really like not the way you proceed in this type of situation, I suppose. So I have a sense that he feels strong. He feels quite strong that this appeal is going nowhere for them, for the Amber H team. So that was interesting. I might be wrong. I'm just sharing an opinion here. I find this other part very interesting in regard of this document, where I think it's fascinating because it further clarifies also how those people sort of stepped in to support Johnny and to take this case. Not that I had much of a doubt, but I think it's fair to say generally that all of us support the Me Too movement and tend to believe women. So we did a lot of due diligence, because truth is always a defense in a defamation case, Cho said. But for those who came on board later, they had to take their own journey and see the fact that they were somewhat counterintuitive in regards of, like, you would expect in those cases perhaps that the woman is the one that goes through the abi and the man not. But in this case, it was Johnny that was the victim. It was important to him that each member of the team believed in him. Not that he was a perfect person, because he's not, but everybody believed that he did not do this. And this is very strong. Like, he really wanted people to see, to make their due diligence and stepping on board if they understood and believed that Johnny didn't do the things that he was accused of. So I think that it's quite powerful, and also shows a lot of integrity in terms of lawyer. This is probably another part of this in the Court of Appeal of Virginia. Precipi, amicus curiae in support of appellant Amber Heard and reversal of the judgment, hereby filed a supplement to its corrected brief. Although amici do not believe that assignment of error are required for an amicus brief, amici provide information as to which of these arguments apply to specific assignment of error identified by appellant Amber Heard to assist the court in this review of the case. Anyway, this is probably from her side, so now we're going on a thread. So I find this very interesting. Again, if you want to see the full-on thing, go to the UI guy on YouTube or follow the thread here on Twitter. Finally, the amici's argument that adds nothing to the legal analysis provided by the appellant Heard's counsel and appear focused instead on arguing with the jury's clear finding in favor of Mr. Depp on the underlying factual issues. The amici proceeds from the essential premise that Miss Heard is a representative of DV, a premise that was empathetically and soundly rejected by the jury, who paid careful attention to the evidence presented during the 6-week trial. Again, another jab, another smack, pointing out to the fact that they're trying to just make story up or request somehow the judges to reconsider, while in fact all of those things have been going through accurate trial of 6 weeks, and that's the jury. Counsel appeared to be acting in coordination with counsel for the amici, which strongly indicates an attempt by appellant Heard to circumvent the page limit imposed of both parties. Again, this is referring to this kind of coordination in between filing those brief and error assignment of error or something, probably to somehow exploit some kind of loophole or whatever, to be able to squeeze in more, to be able to put more pages into those brief. So yeah, the arguments in their brief are for the most irrelevant to the legal issues on this appeal and consist largely of disagreements with the jury's factual finding or complaints about the impact of the jury's factual findings on society in general, while ignoring the substantial evidence, including testimonies of credible disinterested witnesses, that was presented to their trier of fact of Miss Heard abusive conduct, omission, and conspicuous lack of credibility. Oh my God, Bencher just went in there and left. I don't know how many microphones left in that thing. They can, you know what? They can just turn that court in Virginia into a karaoke place now, okay? I'm just telling you, there are enough microphones left in that court right now. So, anyway, guys, just a little bit of fun with you here. I wanted to share this document. Again, thank you so much to the community, to the other YouTubers, DUI Guy, Real Laura B, to be so professional, sharing this with everyone so that we can share it also with the community at large. So guys, thank you so much. Go check them out. Always spread love. Ciao.